Good morning, everyone. Well, this lighting's fabulous, isn't it? It's really bright today. Let me go and try and put some more lighting on over there and see if I can balance this out a bit. How is everybody? I am very early because I'm not going to be streaming for very long today, only a couple of hours. So I thought I'd start seeing as I was down here. So could well be talking to myself. But I hope you're all well. That's made pretty much 0 difference. Oh no. Bright November sun. Let's try turning this one on. I might have to pull the blind down. I think I'm going to have to, aren't I? Good morning, Caroline. I think I'm going to have to put the blind down. Oh, that's a bit better. Oh, wow, look how shiny I am. That's a bit better, sort of, isn't it? Hello, good morning. So I am early. I am early, and as I say, that's because I'm not going to be streaming for very long today. So I thought, whilst I was ready and down here, I might as well start. So yeah, there we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? Mum's just bringing. Oh no. Hello. I've started. Just because I was ready and here and. Sorry. That's all right. No worries at all. I thought I'd start early because I'm not streaming for very long today, and I was here and I was ready, so I thought I would just start.
Do people know you're there?
Well, 10 of them do so far.
Oh, very good.
Yes. So, yeah,
Good morning.
It is actually good morning as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to continue on with this activity playmat kind of thing that I'm doing. I think I've realised that I've made it way bigger than the backing I've got, so I'm going to either have to buy some more of it, which I'm thinking I'm going to do, because it is like a canvas backing, and I don't want to put quilting cotton and canvas together. So, I mean, it's not overly expensive. I'll just get some more because I would really like it to have that backing on it. So I'll piece it together when it comes.
You haven't got any of your canvas leaves or anything left, because they'd go down.
Which leaves?
The dressmaking ones, the bag making ones.
No, nothing big enough.
Nothing
quilt back big enough, no. It's okay, I'll just get a little bit more of it and piece it together. Caroline says, I was reading and heard your dulcet tones, and she says, hi Jane. Chris is here as well, hello. So yes, I am, as I say, a little bit early, but I thought, why not? Just a quick bit of housekeeping as well. If anyone's watching this as a playback later, they're not watching it live. I know there are a lot of adverts at the beginning of it. They are self-populated by YouTube. I do go in and tweak that. So just bear with me, because it takes a little while for that to become accessible for me. So if there are a lot of adverts to begin with, I do apologise, but I will get there and I will tweak it so that they are better spaced out. Yvonne's here. She says, hi Sian, Jane and Peeps. Hello, Yvonne. How are you this morning? So yeah, I've just needed to do something different yesterday. And was it yesterday? Yesterday and the day before, I just needed to try and do something a little bit different and kind of distracting and take your mind off it kind of thing. So I've had this stuff in my stash for ages, so I thought I would finally get it made up, because everybody that I know that has kids, they're all growing up, so there's only a certain age group that this will be appropriate for. I thought I better get it done. I've only actually got the last shape to applique on, and then the quilt top's pretty much done. But as I say, I haven't got the right size backing piece for it, so I need to order some of that. I think I can still get it from Textile Express, because I was convinced I'd bought a 1.5 meter long piece because it was 1.5 meters wide. So I thought I'd bought something that would make a square quilt, and I had only bought 1 meter of it. So I was going to try and put it on, and then the back would have just, the pattern on the back would have just been a different orientation to the orientation of the quilt. But as I say, it's not going to work because I've made the quilt top too big. Well, I mean, I've made it as big as it needs to be, but yeah. Oops. Okay. So that's, why is that so stiff? There we go. Right. So I've got a little yellow pentagon to applique on, or satin stitch on, and I've just been doing a really dense satin stitch around the outside of the shape. I'll show you what they look like in a minute. And I've been putting calico behind it so that it has something a little bit more substantial to kind of get sewn into. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm making this up as I go along, but you know, why not? Jane is here. Good morning, Jane. Jane from Essex. And Nancy is here. Good morning, Nancy. How are you, my lovely? So I've also kind of just been winging it with the spacing of these pieces because I didn't want to be too regimented about how they went on, so I've kind of just sort of like spaced them out by eye, and it's yeah. There we go. Right, so let's slide that all the way under there, and we want no, okay. Oh, it's still there. That's good. Andy's here. Good morning. Good morning, Andy. How are you? Okay. So, just gonna pin the center of that into place. And we can start satin stitching this down. And says, good morning, love. Good, love. Thank you. Making Christmas aprons with you today. Very nice. I made Christmas aprons for people a couple of years ago. Mum didn't get one. Maybe I'll have to make her one. I've already bought Mum's present for Christmas this year. Oh. Yeah, something a bit weird going on with my bobbin thread. I'll rethread that because it's not happy. And Andy says, I'm just making free ones from Tessuti Patterns. We'll show you all later. Awesome. Carolyn is here. Evening, peeps. Not sure where everyone is located. One of those should fit and is meant just for you. Oh, okay. Let's try this again. Let's go that. That's slightly better. Right. Now, let's see what's... Yeah, that was a big thread nest. I'm going to take that out and start again. Ugh. What's everyone else making today? So we've got some Christmas aprons being made. I kind of stopped making Christmas presents because I just was getting myself so stressed out because I wasn't starting early enough. You really do need to start in July, don't you? Mum is quilting away at her table runner, which I will show you guys.
It's very fiddly.
Yes. You are doing custom quilting in each block, and the blocks are tiny.
Yeah.
Definitely cut your work, giving yourself a whole bunch of work to do there, haven't you? Got your work cut out for you.
But I think, did you look at it?
Yes, it looks lovely. Oh yeah, it's going to be worth it, definitely.
Yeah.
Mum's also promised to quilt this one for me, which is very nice of her.
You're doing the In the Ditch, are you, or not?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, we're stuck for a little bit because there's no backing to put it on. So I'll get the top finished and then we can make decisions from there. Right, let's try that again. Where did I get to with the chat? Duvale's here. She says hello to everybody. Andy says, once I've done that, I'm going to have a go at the Ada sweatshirt recommended by the lovely Alex. I've very much like Alex's makes. Chris says, still working on my applique quilt blocks quilting dense pattern. Good luck with that. Alison says, on the dark side today as knitting a cardigan for myself. Very nice. Which pattern are you going for? Andy says, ignore the spelling. That's fine. Margaret's here, says, I'm back to masks. I'm making a few cheerful Christmas masks to add to gifts. I have 4 linen shirts in progress also. Nice. Yvonne says, I'm unpicking a neckband for the 5th time. For some reason, the 80% rule doesn't work today. Oh, gosh. Is it still too baggy? Because I kind of just wing mine neckbands.
I've got to do that with one,
Yeah. What, unpick it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, which one?
It's in my pyjama top thing at the moment.
Judy says, hello, everyone. Just back from a lovely run in the sunshine. Nice. Nancy says, I'm making a cup of tea. Not sure what I will do after that. I have my cup of tea too. And then it's nearly optimal drinking temperature. Nearly. Right, so let's try this satin stitching again. That sounds much healthier. Yes. It's moving. This is good. Yeah, the bobbin thread wasn't feeding very smoothly, so it was getting stuck. So I'd made a giant thread nest instead of a nice line of stitching, which is not what you want. Judy says, Nancy, I need tea. Alison says, King Cole 3756 in purple double knit to go with a Mimi blouse I have started from Tilly and the Buttons. Ooh, very nice. Paula says, hello, everyone. Hello, Paula. Debbie says, hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Debbie. Paula says, I'm just about to start sewing, so you will keep me company. Awesome. Cassie's here. Hey, all. Hi, Cassie. Duvalley says, I want to make some masks for myself. Any recommendations?
I use the ones, what's his name?
Patrick Grant.
Patrick Grant.
Yes.
And they seem to be pretty
yes. You can actually, with those as well, it turns out you can buy unstickable wires.
Yes.
For the nose bridge, which might help for people with glasses. So I need to have a look at those.
You know those things you use in folders, those little plastic things?
Yeah.
They might.
True.
I wonder.
Yeah. To see which one is more economical to buy in bulk.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, see any oh. Dad's carrying his radio around with him.
Trouble is, I need to hear Alexa. Is he going to
He's going to get me demonetized. Yeah. Hopefully the strains of Frank Sinatra, whoever that was, because I'll get copyright claimed, right. And they'll get all the money for the stream. So that's fine. No, Mum wants to hear Alexa.
No, because I'm doing the bread.
Yes, yes.
So
we might have to up the production of sourdough whilst this week.
Oh right,
Agar toast.
Okay. Yeah,
yeah. The agar's back on. It's so nice. It's so hot, but it's so nice. I think it's because we turned it on late this year.
Yeah.
And it went from being noticeably cold to noticeably way too hot. We didn't have that grace period where it was just, oh yeah, it's warm. Where do I get to with the chat? Anna's here. Hi Anna, how are you? Patricia says, hi everyone from Sydney, Australia. Hello, Patricia. Judy says, in fact, tea and rock cake, Jane's recipe. Aha. Enjoy.
Hey, who's that?
Judy.
Oh,
she lives in Yorkshire, near Rachel. They go running together.
Oh, yeah.
Helen says, hi Shan and Mom. Hope you are both well. I'm sewing a jacket for a wedding in December. Fingers crossed. Oh, good luck with that, Helen. Yeah, the dry cleaners are closed for the remainder of lockdown, so I can't have my coat pressed. So it's kind of up there taunting me because I have the press studs have arrived and it's all, yeah, it's just a little bit too poofy still. And like you guys know, I don't want to squish the velvet, so I'm going to get it professionally. Even if it wasn't velvet, I'd be getting it professionally pressed. It's definitely a good tip for when you make coats. Andy says, does anyone have any nice cable knit bobble hat patterns they like? Don't know. Margaret says, and tomorrow is my husband's birthday. I make an angel food cake using his grandmother's recipe every year. He just finished redoing the kitchen, so the recipe is missing. I must find it today. Good luck with that. Maria's here. She says, Duvalley, I can send you some nose wires and rubber slides for ear loops if you like. It was cheaper to buy more than I'll ever use. Ah, cool. And Marie says, good morning, Shan, Mum and Peeps from Montreal in Canada. Good morning, Anne-Marie. And Duvalley says to Maria, that's very nice of you. You guys are the nicest peeps. The nicest peeps. So it's Baby Bother's birthday tomorrow. He is going to be the big 4-0. Yep. Not so baby anymore. Nancy says, Judy, I have a big pot full, pull up a chair, but way too early in the morning for me to make you a rock cakes. Susan is here. Good hello from Adelaide. Nice and cool tonight after 38 degrees centigrade today. Oh, wow. Elaine is here. Good morning from Oslo. Good morning, Elaine. And Noelia is here. Hello, everyone. Hi, Noelia. How are you? How is Ipswich? Sunny Ipswich. It's really sunny here today, which is why I've got the blinds closed. When I started the stream, I couldn't see anything. I've got this. I've got the zigzag set to a dense satin stitch, so it's taking forever. But they're raw edges, so they need to be properly enclosed so that this can be washed in the machine, because it's going to be a kid's playmat, so it's going to need to be washed regularly. Carmen says, good morning, sunshine. Hello, good morning. Noelia says it's cloudy today and about 13 degrees centigrade. Sarah says, oh, I'm from Ipswich too. It is not sunny. Good morning, Sarah. I used to live in Ipswich. We've got another Ipswich person here as well.
Oh, lovely. Who's that?
Sarah. Noelia's here and Sarah's here as well. Anyway, my best friend lives in Ipswich.
Yes.
Tati, you've heard me talk about her many times. Many times. Wilson was a little bit confused by the numbers going on this.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. May end up just not putting numbers on this at all. Judith is here. Good afternoon from York. Good afternoon, Judith. Noelia says, hi, Sarah. I live near Woodbridge. Sarah says, I used to live in Rendlesham, but now I'm in town. But we used to live on Rushmere Road.
Woodbridge is lovely.
Woodbridge is very nice, yes. Yeah, Mum used to work at the hospital, so she we got somewhere very close to the hospital, really, didn't we?
It was very close.
Just round one roundabout and then up the ring road thing, wasn't it?
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever lived close to work.
Alison says, I'm in Normandy, France, and it's wet and windy. The chickens were reluctant to come out this morning. Oh, bless. I can imagine.
Wet and windy here too.
It's bright sunshine at the moment, though, which is why the blind's closed.
Still wet and windy.
It is still wet and windy, yeah. Noelia says, I'm in Easton. Sarah says, oh, I had my baby at Heathrow Hospital. What a small world. Oh, yes. Laura's here. Hello from Warwickshire. Good afternoon. I think it is good afternoon now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Ginny's here. Hello, everybody. KGB says hello from Sheffield. Hello. Welcome. I mean, what's going on? I'm already sewing and we're only like 23 minutes into the stream. You can tell I mean business.
Because you were early.
Yes. I was ready early, so I thought, you know what? Might as well just start.
Why not?
Why not, indeed? So here I am. I think once I've done this, I'm going to oil my machine and give it a bit of a clean out. It's starting to sound a little clunky. Okay, nearly done. Noelia says, haha, Sarah, I'm a midwife at Ipswich. I like to live as far away from the hospital as I can. I mean, so you two may have met before.
Mm-hmm.
Midwife and had baby at hospital. Learning Stitches says, hey peeps, hello. Joanne says, hello from sunny West Yorkshire. Good morning, good afternoon. Anna says, a chill day today. My son and I are just finishing off watching a movie and I'm here and keeping one kitty happy with a cup of tea, multitasking at its best. It does sound like a very appropriate Sunday, Anna. Okay. Pentagon is appliqued. It is attached. So just trim off the excess calico, because you don't need giant pieces of calico on the back. And then I'll show you guys what it's looking like at the moment. It's been a very nice thing to do because it's easy sewing because it's all straight line sewing, but it's something that I've had to sort of think about because there's no pattern. I'm making it up as I go along, so it's been a kind of best of both worlds kind of thing. Fingers crossed we'll have news tomorrow, so we can all stop being quite so stressed.
Tomorrow or Tuesday.
Tomorrow or Tuesday.
And if not, we'll put the house back on the market.
It'll be fine. Whatever happens.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. Right. Well, so I think I've done everything that I can with this quilt top at the moment. I do need to cut some more 1.5 inch wide strips of black for sashing so that I can finish off the very outer edge. But I obviously need a much bigger surface to do that on, so I won't do that today. I have got something else to sew, so don't worry, I'm not going to just stop sewing now. I've got something else to do, so yes. Sarah says...
Put your numbers on.
Might ask for a wider selection of opinions.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. So Sarah says, I'm a teacher, Noelia, so I get that, except now my daughter goes to my school, so I see children all the time. Which school are you a teacher at, Sarah? I used to go to Northgate High School and my brother went to Coppleston. Alison says, hello Sian, Jane and Peeps, greeting from a warm Bendigo. Hope everyone is happy and safe. Jane, did you receive my email? How is Gianna today?
Alison, I have responded to your email. I think it was a lovely email and I love the newsletter. Please, may I have your address?
Yes, because we need to start sending out stuff soon.
Yeah.
I've got everything for everybody. I just need to sit down and post it all out. I'm going to do that at some point over this next week. So yes, Alison, could Mum have your address, please?
I did send mine.
Oh, that's good. That's an improvement.
Yeah.
Gin and Pins is here. She says, hello peeps, Stark and Sherry here in Newcastle upon Tyne. Going to do formal rows on the front of my jumper, then up to the raglan decrease, sewing after that. Nice. Caroline says, I'm snipping mixed peel to make mincemeat. Yummy. Sal says, good day, Sian and Peeps. Hi, Sal, how are you? Noelia says, Sarah, I can imagine. Kathy says, good morning, Sian. Good morning, Kathy. Noelia says, hi to Sal. Learning Stitches says, I've got a loaf of bread in my bread maker and cinnamon buns rising. My kids keep hovering in the kitchen. I don't normally see them on the weekends as they usually become hermits in their bedrooms. Clearly, it all smells very good in your kitchen. There's a trouble with here as well.
I would say so.
Sarah says, I'm at Murrayfield Primary, but not far away from Coppleston, really. Okay, it's a small world indeed, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so here's my quilt top so far. So we've got the alphabet going around the edge. Then we've got big animal heads that are actually pairs, and I was trying to work out some kind of game with those. And then down the center, there's shapes in the primary and secondary colors. So yeah, that's as far as I've got so far. I have bought numbers, like like little iron-on applique numbers, but we've been having major conniptions about where they should go. And now that I've done the shapes down the center, they can't go where I thought they were going to go. So,
but they can go around them.
Yeah, I suppose they could, like, go in the spaces, couldn't they? But that's as far as I can get with this today. I need to add on some, as I say, I need to just finish the black sashing around the outside, and then the quilt top is basically done. So I'm going to fold that up and put that away for now. Hopefully they like it. I don't go there very often, so they don't have to bring it out very often if they don't like it. This is, hang on, I'll show you the back I've got for it. This is the backing I've got for it. So it's like a canvas, because I thought it's, you know, going to be quite durable. So it's wide enough, because we were going to do it on like this, but I think quilt top won't work. So it's wide enough. I just need to get a little bit more to make it long enough. And I think I can get more of this. If I can't, I'll get something, like Mum says, like leafy, and piece a back together, because quilt backs can be pieced as well, can't they? So yes, that is hopefully something that I can get finished this week. Right, okay, so now I need to tidy my machine up a little bit. Let's see. Where did we get to? Caroline says, waiting for one more delivery to send mine out. Love that top. Thank you. Noelia says, that's so pretty, Sean. Thank you. Susan says, beautiful quilt top, Sean. Thank you. Ginny says, oh my gosh, what dress is this? It looks gorgeous. This is the Vogue 8972 that I've made a million of, and there is a sew along for. It's just very sparkly. I don't wear this one very often because it is so sparkly. Jane says, make a dice with the numbers for a game. Oh, yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a very good idea.
Yeah.
Clever lady.
Thank you, Jane. Because I'm trying to, what I would like to do is with the big animal heads, I want to get some strings so that, or like pieces of, so that you have to get the lion to meet up with the other lion head. I was going to do it with buttons, but then it was pointed out to me that buttons and kids are not a good mix. Especially, I mean, one of them's just turned 3 and one of them's only about 7 months old. So I obviously want this to be safe and usable for them. Yeah, I like the dice game. I'm trying to work out how we tie it into the quilt.
Put random numbers.
Yeah, we'll have to have a think about it. That's a very good idea though, Jane. Thank you. Alison says, Sean, when I saw that you were making a baby quilt, I was thinking there was some news that you haven't shared. No. I'm not having kids. Wilson doesn't want them either, so no. But Wilson's older brother has 1 little boy, and Wilson's younger brother has 2 girls. And the little boy lives in Spain, so we won't be seeing them this year. But the little girls, I won't be spending Christmas with Wilson's family up there because we don't know what's going on with restrictions of numbers of people in houses and stuff like that. And obviously they want to have their family come, like their, you know, the grandparents. So I've just said I'll stay down here for Christmas, and if he'd like to come and join us, he's very welcome to, which I think he might do. but I was kind of planning on making this anyway. But no, there's definitely not anything that I haven't told you guys. I'm losing weight at the moment as well, so I'm getting smaller. Right, so I'm going to change the needle. I went through 3 needles making my coat, which isn't really a surprise. And I'm still finding little bits of green fluff everywhere, which again isn't really a surprise. I didn't do a burn test. I still need to do that, don't I? And try and work out what that velvet is. I have quite a lot left, so I should be making other things with it. But no babies for me. Definitely not. Caroline says, if you're buying more backing, you could add the numbers onto another round of sashing. Oh, possibly. Possibly.
Mm-hmm.
I've bought 2 sets of these things. Because I wanted to put 1 to 10 on it, and it only came with one, so I needed another one to make the 10. And it's got a full alphabet as well. So yeah. Not 100% sure what I'll do with it yet, but we'll find something. Oh, there's a big chunk of fluff there. Yeah. Ooh, there's a big chunk of fluff in my bobbin trace thingy. And it's all velvet. Because of course it is. I've been finding velvet fluff everywhere for months. Okay, so it's oiled and defluffed. And put the stitch plate back on. Oopsie. Put a new needle in. Sal says, Noelia, bonjour to Noelia. Bonjour, Noelia. Judith says, I'm still waiting for my pattern. Everything else is ready to go to Florida. That's exciting. I've had to cheat a little bit with the presents that I'm getting for people because everything's shut now. So it's something that I love and use and own. So I'm going to send those out. And I mean, it's something that you guys have seen me send out before, so it's not going to really be that so much of a surprise, but it is a beautiful thing that is only made on the Isle of Wight. So yeah, right, needle away. Then I need to find the right colour thread, because I've had all of the thread out for appliquing on those things. No, wrong drawer. This one. There we go. Okay.
That's all very well, but I didn't actually start it.
Mum's put her timer in with it just not being used. It's alright, it's something I'd do. Right, now, where is my white bobbin? Need my white bobbin. Where's that gone? There it is. Okay, I'll put those away. Mum bought me this set of Benina bobbins for Christmas in 2018, and it's the best thing ever. Best thing ever. Anne-Marie says, I've sent mine Wednesday and it's on its way to Caroline. Awesome. Yes, quite a few of you have been emailing me to let me know that the things are on the way already, which is awesome. I'm sorry I haven't replied to anyone as yet. I will do, just to say thank you for letting me know. And I can then add you to the lovely sign-up sheet that Nancy has made for me, which is awesome. Mum's being very loud. Sorry about that. That's all right.
It's now on.
Here we go. So, machine is oiled. Ooh, I've got your number 37 foot. Would you like that back?
Oh, good.
Yes, Mum lent me her 1/4 inch foot, which was very handy. Oh, come on. Really need to tidy up all of my stuff. It's all kind of everywhere. I had to get myself a new Prim chalk marker because I have no idea where mine's gone.
It'll turn up.
Oh yeah. Now that I've ordered another one, it'll turn up.
Yeah.
But until that point, it's gone into hiding. It has gone into hiding. Caroline says, can you add a link to where you buy your big batches of needles from to the FAQs? Sure, I get mine from Amazon. But yes, I will add a link to the FAQs. That's a good idea, Caroline. Thank you. Okay. Kenzie says, for the matching, a string with a pom-pom on the end and a loop on the other block. Yeah. Like a loop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm planning, I was thinking about making loops with Velcro patches on the end and putting little fuzzy patches by the animals as well. I'm actually kind of contemplating making a little zipper pouch for the back of the quilt as well, for the strings to go in and be stored in. But if there's going to be a dice made, maybe I'll need to make a little pouch for it. I also have, I haven't used any of this fabric, but I bought some of this fabric to kind of get tied into that as well. So I have some options.
You've got to make 2 of these though, haven't you?
No, no, I've only got enough to make one. I'm going to put both of their names on it.
Oh, I see.
So it's going to be a joint playmat for the 2 of them. Because I thought the older one will use it obviously more now. And then when the littler one has grown up a bit, the older one will have grown out of it, but then the littler one can use it. They're just not allowed to have any more kids. Because it'll only have those 2 names on it. I'll just tell them, you need to stop reading now. No more.
You could always add another name.
This is true. There's your foot, Mum, while I remember. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for lending it to me. I'm also going to put away all my buttons because I labelled those the other day. So let's put those away. I'm tidying up as I go. Dad would be proud. Clean as you go. Got a bit of fluff. Oh, there's a giant spider that's taken up residence in my sewing table as well. That's fun. And the giant spider I found in my house the other day, it was curled up and dead this morning. Oh, I know. And it wasn't. I didn't squish it. It was. Yeah. I think it was looking a little bit sort of slow and tired when it was wandering around the kitchen floor the other day. So I think it may be. Well, what I'm hoping is it's not just laid all its eggs and, you know, expired from energy.
Yeah.
I don't want lots of baby spiders, thanks.
No.
So yeah, right, that's better. I'm a bit more tidy now. A little bit more tidy, which is good. Where did I get to with the chat? Lottie's here. Hi Lottie, how are you? Sal says, I went to the doctor's this week to get an ingrown toenail removed, but during the operation the whole nail came off. Ah, bleh, and ow, and I hope you feel all right because ouchie. Caroline says, need to get a refill for mine. I shall link it. Carolyn says, Sean, obviously you like your chalk marker, but is it your favourite tool for marking? I can't find something I really like. Okay, so depending on what I am marking on, depends on which marker I will use. So I love friction pens because they come off with heat, but you must check that it doesn't leave a white residue once you've ironed over it on your fabric if it's going to show. Like I use this to mark the center of that quilt, and I went to iron it off because I put the line 1/4 inch in the wrong place and it's left a little bit of a white residue. Now I'm planning on washing this quilt before I give it to them, so it goes kind of like all smooshy and puffy. So I'm hoping it's going to come out in that, but don't be like me, check that it will come off the fabric beforehand. Then I've got this chalk runner. It's got like a little wheel in there and it's loaded up with chalk. I really like this when I use this for marking the straight lines when I was cutting out the sashing for this quilt, because it doesn't drag on the fabric, but it is really messy. So you end up with chalk powder everywhere. Then I've got the chalk mechanical pencil from Prim, which was Rachel's recommendation. She had one of these at the last retreat and we all went nuts for it. Mum's got one too. And then, oh no, yeah, but can you bring the whole packet over, because that'll, so this is brilliant for really fine lines, and I use this when I'm marking the hem on dark fabrics. Then I also got, thank you, I also got this marking tool from Mum, which is kind of similar. It's, again, it's like a mechanical pencil, chalk pencil, but it's got much thicker leads in it. So like really thick leads in it. I really like this one as well, but it's not great for precision work. And also if you want to, if you've got a tiny little hole in a ruler that you need to make a mark through, that's what this one's for. But I do really like this one. And it comes with its own pencil sharpener, so you can sharpen the leads that come with it. Mum's given me the whole thing, which is what I asked for, but she's also given me her Prim chalk pencil, mechanical pencil, so that doesn't go missing. A lot of the time I will use a pencil if it's going to be on stuff that you can't see through, and if you're lining something, then also I use biro. As you guys know, the interior of my velvet coat, the calico, has biro writing and grain lines and notches and marks all over the inside of that. And if it's something like this coat with the calico with the interlining, so it's never going to bleed through to the outer fabric, the coat's fully lined so you're never going to see it, then this is great because it doesn't rub off. Same as pencil, but this is like slightly less harsh. So I have different favorites for different things. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's ever going to be one tool that's perfect for everything. I think you need to find the tool that you like for the thing that you're doing and adjust accordingly. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful, Carolyn. The other option, of course, is thread tracing, which is the kind of more couture option. Mum's bread needs attention. Yeah, it's more couture option with thread tracing and tailor's tacks and things like that. So there's that option as well. So many options, and you kind of just have to pick the one that works for you. So yeah, Carolyn, sorry that's not more helpful. Lottie says, or could just put the surname family on it in case they do have other children. And it's a very short surname, so that could work. Good plan, Lottie. Carolyn says, maybe she's been playing with the nope when you're not around. Oh yeah, she does like to play with nopes. Possibly. Sal says, was it a spider or a face hugger? Because if it was a face hugger, you're going to have a kid. No, definitely a spider. Not big enough for a face hugger. You guys have those down there and down under. So yeah. Duvalet says, don't forget to like the Hangout Peeps. Thank you, Duvalet. Lottie says, still messing around with stupid house move. We're on to our second removal date booked and still haven't exchanged. Fingers crossed for you and us. Yes, Lottie, fingers crossed. Just blah, blah. Yes. Gin and Pin says, look on the bright side. Baby spiders won't be your problem. This is very true. As long as we do actually get to move. That's very true. Marta says, have the same chalk roller. It's indeed very messy. Yeah. I find it really accurate though. And like I say, it doesn't drag the fabric. So if I'm using my quilting rulers, that tends to be what I will mark with on darker fabrics. But because I was using it to mark black fabric. But if I was marking a lighter fabric, I would have gone for my friction pen. With the friction pens, you need to make sure that you get the rollerball tip, because there is a different type of tip which does drag on the fabric. Having said that, I did use that marker for the sashing, and all the chalks come off completely. So yeah, but that's the other downside of chalk, is that it is very easily removable. So if you need the marks to stay for a long time, it might not be the best idea. Andy says, oh, I can see a Christmas wish list coming on. Would you guys like did I do this last year? I can't remember. Would you guys like my favorite tools kind of Christmas, what to get the sewer in your life Christmas present video? Because I can totally do that, and then I can add all the links to it, which you can then show to other halves or family and just be like, this, I want these. I have done a few of those before. You're all saying yes. So I shall get that filmed for you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Another great one. This is a great stocking filler. It's a purple fang, and it's literally called That Purple Fang, THANG. This thing's brilliant, and I use this regularly as well. So yeah, I can do that. I can do that. That's not a problem. Anne says hello from Australia. Hi, Anne. Carolyn says thank you, Sean. No worries, Carolyn. Hopefully that was helpful. Christine says bonjour, Sean. You look pretty in that shiny dress today. Thank you. Duvalet says also soap bar is good and washes out. This is true. Yeah, you can shave soap so it has a nice straight edge. There's tailor's chalk as well. So there's many options, and I think you just need to play around with a few of them to work out what you like for which tasks. Catherine says my newest favorite is the sliver of soap, using it right now on sweatshirting. Awesome. Nicole says hello from Germany. First time I've seen you live. Hello, Nicole. Good morning. No, good afternoon to you, isn't it? Yeah. And then many yeses for the stitching the kind of Christmas gift guide. So I shall do that. Caroline says, I learnt with thread tacking and tailor's tacks. Chalk and friction pens so much easier. Yes, please. Oh, Mum, thank you for bringing your thingy over. I'm giving it back. I'm not stealing. I'm not stealing.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Judith says, I agree with Duvalet and Catherine. A sliver of soap, brilliant, especially on darker fabrics. Yes. Carolyn says, yes, please, a list would be wonderful. And says, Christmas video gift giving would be great. Iris is here. Hello. Paula says, yes. Andy says, can we, by that I mean I, have some larger things possibly too. It's my birthday just after Christmas, so maybe ask for some combined prezzies. So I did this last year, I think, or it might have been the year before. I kind of stopped doing gift guides because I was putting in things that I would like for my family and friends, and then so many of you guys, especially you, Anna, spoilt me rotten. So I now pretty much have everything that I want. I mean, there's always new patterns and fabrics and notions and things like that. But yeah, so I will include things like this and some of the books and yeah, things like that, because as you say, some of these can be great main presents as well as some of the little stocking fillers and things like that. So yes. Judith says, I'm trying this year to shop local, small and independent wherever possible. Awesome. Carol says, good morning from New York City. Good morning. Alison says, Jane, I have sent you an email with my address details. Sorry, I didn't do it previously. I thought I'd already sent it. It's all right. I'm surprised that Mum's remembered to send you hers, to be fair. And he says, fantastic. Thank you so much. I will, no problem.
Got it.
Yes, she's got it. There you go. Sorted.
Thank you.
You will get a present this year. Right, okay, so I've set up with white thread and a 70 universal needle because I thought I would have a go at some more of the 8577 in the Jungle Tropics fabric, because I sewed like 2 darts when I did that the pattern swap partner hangout, and just basically fell asleep, didn't I? So let's get the bodice of this together as much as I can. Right, okay, so I've sewn the darts on the front outer and lining. I'm now going to sew the darts into the back outer and the lining, and then we can start assembling. Now usually I would make the skirt of this first, but I haven't cut out the interfacing for it yet, so I need the interfacing on the pocket pieces to be able to make those to put the skirt together. And I still need to cut out 2 pieces of cotton lawn for the lining as well, because I didn't have enough cotton lawn in my stash when I was cutting this out to cut all of the skirt lining pieces out. So I need to cut 2 of those out, which I can do at some point this week as well, because I'd like to get this dress finished. I've been wearing my cotton lawn 8577s with lots of layers, so like a roll neck underneath, a slip, tights, the dress, a belt, and then a cardigan over the top, and they've been really nice to wear. I was a little worried that it would look a bit silly having a cotton lawn dress with kind of jumpers underneath and over the top of it, but I think it actually works quite well. Like it definitely works with my viscose linen one, but that's a slightly heavier weight fabric. So I was thinking the cotton lawn ones, it's like, oh, have I made a mistake putting one of those into my autumn winter plans? But it turns out, no, I haven't. So yeah. My darts pinned in and sewn. Then I need to put some gathering stitches into the top of this so that I can sew the shoulder seams together. Then I need to put on the back yoke. So yes. Nicola says, good morning from the Netherlands. I am new here. Good morning, Nicole, sorry. My eyesight's terrible, even with my glasses on. Nicole, good morning. How are you? And Chris says, can Jane show her quilting on the table runner? Definitely. She's burying threads at the moment, so she might bring it over when she's finished and just show you what she's been doing.
Whoa, got a long way to go.
I know, but you can show them the little bit that you've done.
Yeah. And you've done the cream so far.
Yes.
I don't know whether you can actually see.
There we go, yeah. don't know if you need to do anything else on any of the other colours. I think it looks really nice with just the cream having some details in it.
Big middle ones I do. They look a bit
poofy.
Yeah, but maybe some of the other ones I won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But maybe these big squares in the middle. I'll do a loop in or something.
This charm pack was from Kellyanne.
Yeah.
2018 Christmas. So we do. I mean, we do use the presents that we get from you guys. It just takes us a little while because you're so generous, and so many of you have sent us so many lovely things. Have you seen? I don't know if you guys have seen the back of this.
I think I'm going to do feathers in the channels. Yeah, you can see actually. Because I thought we could use it both ways.
Side. Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to do because it's a grey house. So I thought, if we didn't want too much pop today.
Yes. So Anna says it's stunning, Jane. Paula says, wow, beautiful, Jane.
You.
Nicole says, oh, what a beautiful quilt.
It's just a table runner, and we've put a sort of arrowhead
pointy
on the ends.
Pointy.
So everything's diamonds.
Yes.
We like diamonds.
Marta says to Caroline, what a nice surprise. Oh, sorry. I've missed a bit. So Caroline says, Hub saw the tailoring book on screen the other day. 2 days later, a copy appeared as a surprise. As a surprise, colour me lucky. Oh, that was nice of him. Highly recommend that book. As I say, it was Lynn from Aussie Blackbeard that recommended it to me. She's my coat making guru, bless her. Constantly asking for questions. We were talking on Instagram about how many coats we've got planned, and I've got fabric for about 8.
I've got fabric for
1. I said I promised Mum it would be the first thing that we do when we get to the new sewing room, or Chris in the sewing room with a nice big project.
Yes.
But I think Mum's decided that she would like a black one, and she's going to give me her tan.
Well, I haven't quite decided.
Okay, because I bought us both the same fabric, me in black and Mum in tan. It wasn't expensive, but I bought 5 meters for both of us. It's from Montreux Fabrics, and they were having a 30% off sale, which was great. But it's polyester, so it's going to be a good one for us to practice with.
Yeah.
And obviously make the best attempt at it, but rather than £60 a meter cashmere to start off with. So yeah. But it feels so soft, this fabric. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I think it'll be lovely.
Oh, it will be lovely. And I'm not saying it's going to be a throwaway coat at all, but I am determined to make a cashmere coat.
Yeah, me too.
And it's going to be a good 250 quid investment into the fabric. So I want to make sure that I like the coat first, and also that I can do it and do the fabric justice.
Yeah.
So yeah. We're building up to our expensive coat making adventures, aren't we?
We are. I'm going to have to read your book. And the craftsy classes are very good as well.
Yes, so the one we're doing is the Vogue 9044, which is a craftsy class. I think Helen from Stitch My Style has made one of those. She's got a video about it as well. She followed the craftsy class too. So yes. Carolyn says, stunning quilt, good job, QQ. Lottie says it looks amazing. Alison says, a rivet machine like the one you have shown and some sewing books that Tom Cat Stitchery recommends. It will be a present from the cats. Nice. Nicole says, oh, what a beautiful quilt. I've read that one, sorry. Noelia says, Jane, you're so clever. It's very pretty. Chris says, lovely. Alison says, that's beautiful, Jane. Another pattern you should put on Craftsy. Well, this was a pattern that you got from the Quilting Guild, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In Saudi Arabia.
Mm.
She's not meant to have finished it yet. They're meant to be doing it month by month.
Yeah, March was the time you start putting it together.
March 2021.
Yeah.
Yes. You get into a project and you just want to carry on.
Yes.
When are you sending Uncle Patrick his dragon quilt?
Well, when he's done his house, he doesn't want it.
Is he not
ruined?
Oh, okay.
It's a mess, his house.
Oh, okay.
It's a complete project.
Oh.
So probably a couple of years.
Oh, God. It's gonna sit on top of my fabric stash for a couple of years.
Probably.
Okay. Good to know. It's fine. Totally fine.
I don't know whether it's good enough to show. Show it.
You could definitely show it.
You think?
Yeah. I read that one. Chris says lovely. Read that one. Sandra Flo says, hello everyone. Bonjour. Hello. Nimoy says, hello everyone. How you all doing? Good. Thank you very much, Nimoy. How are you? Alison says, Sean, did you get the pattern pictures that I sent you via Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at responding to emails. Yes, you sent me a list of the ones that you've got me, hadn't you? Oh, so yes, I did. Thank you, Alison. Okay, one more dot. Anna says, would it be okay, please, if you could explain about the rivet press like yours? Is it the right thing? Is it right that they take different dies? Does it mean you can keep the same press but have different size dies or separate presses? Right, so yes, it comes with removable die sets. So this is, for example, for the 7mm double cap rivets. So one side screws in, the other side slots in. You are meant to screw it in, but I never bother. And so this set will do double cap rivets, 7mm. I also have 9mm, and they're the ones that I tend to use the most often for double cap rivets. You can also get stuff for single cap rivets. For press studs, the two different types, because there's ring pop and S something press studs, and I have all of the ones for that. It'll do eyelets as well, and you can get the different dies, so the cutting die for the different size eyelets and things that you need as well, and it is all interchangeable. What I would say is start off, it depends if you need it for bag making. If it's bag making, it will be rivets that you use most often. If it's for dressmaking, it'll probably be eyelets and press studs that you use most often. So start off with one of those, because you can buy the press by itself, or you can buy the press with a starter kit of die and actual press in it. And then you just build your collection up from there. They do a set where it comes with absolutely everything. The hand press itself, every single size of every single thing that they do, but they're around £280. Now, if you buy each individual die set, then you end up spending, they're around about £15 to £18 each. So you will end up spending more money if you buy them individually and buy the entire set. So if you know you're going to want the entire set, it's worth buying the bundle. But if you're just going to kind of use a few different bits from, you know, like you're going to use 8mm rivets and then a 9mm double cap rivet, you know, those kind of things, then just buy those ones. So yes, you can buy one hand press, and then that hand press will have removable and changeable heads on it depending on what you want it to do. Then they also do, as I think I mentioned to you a couple of live streams ago, they also do covered buttons, and they do a die set for that and a press for that as well. For that one, for what I would use it for, I'd actually end up buying two of the presses, and I'd set one up as the cutting press, and I'd set one up as the making press. Now, that isn't necessarily something that I would recommend you doing if you are just using it for kind of you know, home use, making a few sets of cupboard buttons here and there. But what I wanted to do was make all of the cupboard buttons to then put up in the shop or send out to Patreon peeps, that kind of thing. So yeah, it really depends on how you want to use these things, but you don't need more than one actual hand press. You can add to your collection as you go with the rivets and bits and pieces in it. Hope that makes sense. Cecilia says, sorry, I'm late. That's all right, Cecilia. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Noelia says hi to Nimaway. Laurel says hello, good morning. Good morning, Laurel. Alison says, no, there is a vintage pattern shop here in Australia that has vintage patterns, and I sent you some pictures of patterns they have in stock that were from the 70s. Have I seen that then? I think I don't, it's not ringing bells. Oh yes, sorry Alison, I have seen it. There's some really pretty patterns in there as well. I like that one a lot. Hang on. Oh, nope. That one. That one's nice. And that one, very nice. Yes, I had seen it, Alison. I'm sorry I haven't responded. I get so many messages in so many different places, and that, like, a lot of the time with Instagram, I look at it when I'm in bed going to sleep, and I'll look at things like that and I'll be like, oh, that's nice. Yes, I must remember to reply to that. And then I go to sleep and completely forget or dream that I've done it. The amount of messages that I've dreamed I've replied to, and I haven't really. I do that so frequently. So Nimue says, I'm sticking to simple, small projects today. Twisted my back yesterday, so no quilt wrangling for me. Christmas cushions for the win. Oh, Nimue, I'm sorry. Hopefully it feels better soon. Okay. Carolyn says, I love the cam press. Yeah, I really like cam snaps for like the colored ones. I think you can get the die sets for them for the machine that I've got, but obviously the cam press is another one that is specific for those particular press studs. Marta says to Nimue, sorry to hear that, hope you feel better soon. Anna says, it is self-explanatory to know what size dies to get with the specific press, meaning do the stores tell you what dies go with what presses? Thank you. So this, I buy all of my stuff from Hebdar Green Grizzly. They're on eBay and Amazon, and I have got them linked in the description of all my videos. So I've bought the hand press from them, so I buy all my die sets from them because it's universal with, I believe it's universal, but I'm not, I wouldn't want to say if you've bought a hand press from somewhere and then you get a different die set to go in it from a different place, that it'll definitely fit. But you can always email them and just ask, you know, is it compatible with the hand press that I have? And then for what ones that what sizes of ones that you should buy, it really depends on the pattern that you're using. As I say, like I mostly use 9mm die, double cap rivet die, because number one, that's the one that most patterns call for, and number two, that's the size that Emmeline bags sell, and I like Emmeline bags hardware, so that's why I have that one. Hopefully that's answered your question. Nimue says to Marta, thank you. It's already better than yesterday, just babying it a little to be safe. I think that's a good plan. Charlie says, wishing you swift healing, Nimue. Duvalet says, I bought the pliers to try out if I could use rivets at all. It was from Lidl and cost around €10. Might be starting point before investing in the press. True. The thing with the hand presses is they can be quite tough to do. I mean, my press, you have to put some welly behind it. Like Mum tends to get me to do anything that she needs done with it because you really do have to put some welly into it. I just saw Isabel from Prior Retire had bought an eyelet press specifically for eyelets, and hers is a floor standing, like this tall on the floor, knee operated press, which will mean that there's so much more pressure being exerted with much little less force being needed to use on it. So it really depends what you're going to be using it for. I mean, for her, I don't know how much that one costs, but I would imagine it's quite expensive. But that makes sense because she makes corsets all the time. So having something that she can just easily put eyelets in makes perfect sense. So it really depends on what you're going to use yours for. It's like I say with mine, I really would like to get the button press, the covered button press. And I would want to go for the kind of, not the top of the line, really expensive one, because I'm not going to be commercially making these things, but I'd want to go for the most expensive one that I could have, that makes sense, so that it's not constant having to put loads of pressure on it kind of thing. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Nimue says to Marta, thank you. It's already better. Oh, just sorry, I read that one. Nimue says to Charlie, thank you. Nicole says, oh, those are beautiful. Which one? Charlie says, my friend put his back out for weeks by reaching for chocolate from the Christmas tin. Oh no, was he not meant to be having the chocolate? Was that instant karma? Claudia says, that metallic top you are wearing looks beautiful. Did you make it? Will you show it off for us? I did make it. It is a dress, actually, and it is the Vogue 8972. I think I have that number right. It's the one that I've made all my scuba dresses, and I have a sew along for it on the channel as well, for turning the woven pattern into a pattern for scuba. This is a jersey, so it's slightly lighter weight, and it's not quite as well fitted as the scuba, because the scuba is much more, this one's just a little bit big on me, which would be easy to rectify. So I could just go in and take the side seams in a little bit. And this fabric was from the textile centre, and it's a jersey with just gold dots all over it, so very shiny. Very, very shiny. I don't wear this one very often because I feel it's more of an evening dress, but then if I was going to a party or anything, which, I'm just not doing anymore, I would wear something different because it doesn't feel dressy enough, but it feels too dressy for day. But you know what? I thought today, I haven't worn this for ages, and I wanted to wear one of these dresses, and my scuba dresses are a little bit tight in the arms now, and I find that they're digging in a little bit at my elbows where it wrinkles up a little bit. I'm finding that it's becoming a little tight there, but that's because I made my scuba dresses when I was around a stone lighter, so it's not really surprising that they're a little tight. And whilst scuba is stretchy and they're very comfortable in the body, I'm finding when I'm doing stuff where I'm constantly bending my elbows, I'm finding that it just gets a little bit sore in the crook of my elbow, which is why I haven't been wearing them very often recently. So I'm just pinning on my back yokes to my back pattern pieces, get those in place, matching up my notches when I can find them. There they are. So yes,
I presume you're having lunch with them.
Yeah, we're gonna go do some shopping in town and get some bits and pieces and stuff. Yes.
How many peeps?
We've got 118 peeps at the moment.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, Mum's going to go and have her lunch, and she's probably not going to come back before we finish for the day, because like I said, I'm only going to do a couple of hours today. Because the very lovely Wilson is with us. He is a single household, and we are his support bubble, so he is allowed to come and visit us even though we are in lockdown. He's got a week's holiday, so he's here for a week, which is lovely. I'm going to continue to keep working because this is my most lucrative time of year to work, so I shall be working for the rest of the week, but he is here in the background, which is why I'm only doing a couple of hours today, because I wanted to come and hang out with you guys, but also want to spend some time with him as well. So we're going to go.
Very good and not coming in the house.
Yes, he's keeping away from mum and dad and wearing a mask and stuff around them. So
bless him.
Yeah, and I mean he hasn't left his house since lockdown started. So you know his office is closed and things like that. So yeah, it's nice for Wilson to come here as well because he lives in a studio apartment in fairly central London, and there isn't really kind of like anywhere to go walking or that kind of stuff as well. So it's nice for him to come here where there's a little bit more to do outside. So yay. Yeah, he arrived yesterday, so that's why this week I shall be mostly filming down here. There won't be any chats from the shoe cupboard. So yes, I shall be filming mainly down here. Where did I get to? Charlie says, yes, that top is stunning. Oh, thank you, Charlie. Rachel Lynn is here. Good morning, all. Anna says, yeah, fantastic. That's awesome. Thank you. Methinks a Christmas gift of press to myself. It will be on its way. Awesome. If you want the very one that I have, Anna, as I say, I have a link to it in all of my video descriptions. It's right at the bottom. It is an affiliate link, but Green Grizzly are brilliant and their customer service is really, really good as well. I've had one issue with one product from them and they, no quibbles, sent out a replacement the next day. So yeah, highly recommend Green Grizzly if that's what you'd like. Charlie says, good morning to Rachel Lynn. Charlie says, my friend is type 2 diabetic, so it might have been karma. Oh dear. Nicole says, the pattern you let us see on your phone, so beautiful, aren't they? Very pretty. Thank you for sending those, Alison. Cassie says, hey, I'm back. Stupid weather cutting out the internet. Oh, no. Teresa says, good morning from MPLS in Minnesota. Good morning. Claudia says, I have that pattern. The dress is absolutely gorgeous. I would love to have that on a cruise. Cool. Anna says, yeah, I have the snap gadget that you squish by your hands and have pressed several snaps, my palms can get sore. That said, still worth it for the snaps. Yeah. Jen and Pin says, glad no one can hear me wrestling with the folded back plackets on the front of a blouse and the fabric just not holding a crease, resorting to remeasuring and pinning the wrong way. Oh, good luck with that. Cassie says, never too dressy. I'd rather be overdressed than underdressed. Me too, always. Noelia says, bye Jane, and say hello to Wilson from us. Will do. Carolyn says, don't forget to like the chat. Cecilia says, yay for boyfriend visits. Yes. Lottie says, I'm glad Wilson was able to come over. Caroline says, so pleased he's been able to visit. Rachel Lynn says, bye Jane, have a wonderful day. Yay for Wilson. Nimoy says, yay for Wilson visit. Enjoy your time together. Julie says, I'm at work, hoping to catch you all when I'm off. Hi Julie, and hope work's not too onerous for you today. Duvallay says, I think that all the gadgets depend if you're going to be using it a lot. If you use it once or twice a year, then maybe no need to invest a lot. Exactly, Duvallay. That's what you need to think about, isn't it? That how often will you be using this thing? I don't use my press all the time, and I've not really been making bags very much this year, so I don't use it. I've been using it even less this year, but I do like having it for eyelets and press studs, and I have been using it for that. So it's totally one of those things that you need to work out what kind of use you're going to make of it, and then and judge accordingly from there. Alison says, Jane, if you've seen the pattern that you love on the newsletter, I can send you one to you as part of the pattern swap. Mum's left the building now. She's gone for lunch, I'm afraid, but I shall let her know, Alison. Julie says, say hi to Wilson from me. Will do. Sal says, good day, Julie. Charlie says, how lovely Wilson is visiting. Yes. Christine says, I've been lurking as I was matching stripes. Rowan tee, all finished now. That was the last of my cutout projects. Off to start put off starting my coat while gulp. We'll have to start now. It'll be fine, Christine. Which coat pattern are you making? Which coat pattern are you making? Yeah, I'm I didn't know Wilson was going to be visiting. It was a very last minute thing. I actually sent him an Isle of Wight care package on Monday, and it only arrived like on Friday, and then he arrived here yesterday. He was like, shall I bring some of this stuff to share with you? And it's like, no, you'll be the box of the world's most well-traveled food. But yeah, so I sent him like some like Isle of Wight beer and his favorite crisps and cookies from the local shop and things like that. But yeah, he rang on Tuesday and was just like, oh, I've had to take some holiday. Can you come here? And I'd have loved to have gone up there, but as I say, this is my best time of year for putting up videos. It's the advertising rates are amazing this time of year, so I couldn't afford to take a week off, especially given that we're going to be hopefully moving at the end of November. So I said he was welcome to come here if he wanted to, and he did. So yay for boyfriend visits, because I haven't seen him since the beginning of October. So yeah, just over a month. And I mean, we've seen each other as much as we possibly can, as safely as we can, given what's going on in the world at the moment. But it was a very nice surprise when he was like, I can come to see you. But yay! So Charlie says, good luck, Christine. Rachel Lynn says, I got all my patterns for the swap yesterday. Now I just have to get some Florida things. I'm so excited for her to get them. Oh, cool. Very cool. Yeah, my lovely physical swap partner has asked for some patterns that are PDFs, but I happen to have them printed already. So I'm going to pretty up the envelope that I've already had printed. And when it comes to Christmas Day, I'll send her a gift voucher so she can actually buy the PDF pattern herself. But she'd signed up for the physical swap, so I've gone that way with that one, because it's a really pretty pattern that I have, like I say, bought for myself as well. And I'm really looking forward to seeing her make it. I really need to make it myself. I've got to stop buying patterns, haven't I? Having said that, I send my physical swap partner, Michelle, a giant list of the Big Four patterns. Oh, apparently the Big Four patterns are on sale at Joann's this weekend, if anyone was interested. But yes, I sent her a giant list and just said, don't get all of them, but pick out the ones that you think would suit me. So yeah, I was hoping to get her a physical pattern from one of the companies, like Sew Over It or something like that, but the patterns that she's picked are all PDFs. So I shall do that and then send her some Isle of Wight goodies. So yeah, I can get all my pattern swap parcels done up this week and sent out, so I should be doing that. As I say, quite a few of you have already emailed me to say that you've got yours on the way out, which is awesome. Great, so that's the yolks on. Now I need to sew some gathering stitches into the tops of the shoulders. We'll do that. Then I can sew those on, and then I can take it to the ironing board to press everything, because I will need to sew on the midriff panels, and I haven't pressed my darts flat yet. So I'm going, as you guys know, I like to do as many things as I can before I have to get up and move to a different location, like the ironing board. And as long as you're not crossing seams, you can sew as much as you want to until you get to the point where you need to cross seams, and then that's when you need to go and press everything before you then sew the next thing. So Sal says, who is Tom Hanks going to talk to on the island now that Wilson is there? I know. I mean, I'm depriving Tom Hanks. Christine says, thanks, Charlie. It's the closet Kate called Claire. So happy Wilson has visited. But why are you here with us? Go enjoy yourself. Because I want to come and hang out with you guys. And he is upstairs at mine on the PlayStation playing Brawlhalla. So I could sit and watch him do that, or I could come and chat with you guys. That's why I'm only doing a couple of hours today, though, is because I do food shopping so that we don't starve and so that I can hang out with him. But yes, he next Sunday, his ferry is at 4:30, so I'm going to start the stream later next Sunday so I can spend the day with him. So I will be live streaming next Sunday, but it's going to be a much later start, so probably around about 4 o'clock, because if his ferry's at 4:30, he's going to need to leave here about 3:30, 3:15. So there will be a live hangout next Sunday. It's just going to be a later start than usual, but I will put it up on the Facebook page. Alison says, I'm the opposite to you, Sean. Boyfriend visits, only 2 more sleeps, and then Italian boy goes back to Melbourne. Hurrah, the house, TV, and most importantly, cats to myself. Yeah, Chiana was being very noisy and loud last night, and I kind of sleep through it, but he does not. So, yeah, she's not the most popular. And she loves him as well. She won't leave him alone, which she's not used to. So, and she never likes anyone, but she sits on his lap. So, yeah. It's probably because he's just like, cats are not my favorite. So she's like, aha, I shall annoy you with my present then. Charlie says, I started shielding on March 9th, have left the house twice to visit the hospital dentist, once for my flu jab. I was just building up the courage to go shopping when we had the second lockdown. Oh, Charlie, I'm so sorry. Charlie says, I'm going out again tomorrow, have broken another tooth. Oh dear, oh gosh. Ouch. Yeah, my dentist visit was not fun. I actually cried. In the chair. Like the 2 people, the hygienist and her assistant, looked at me like I was mental, but it's just, they're like, is it the pain? I was like, it's everything. Yes, it hurts. It's not pain. It's unpleasant and uncomfortable, and every now and again it really hurts. But it is literally the overwhelming feeling of being stuck in that chair without being, because your head, you just can't get away. I just cried, which is mad, totally mad. So, yeah, one of those things. I hope it all goes much better for you, Charlie, and you definitely get to buy yourself reward fabric when you come back from the dentist. Claudia says, I bought a bunch for my swap partner. Ah, awesome. Kathy says, off to church. We'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us, Kathy. Caroline says, I have to go into the office for the beginning of this week. Thankfully, we'll only be 2 or 3 of us there. Alex is here. Hi, Peeps and Sean and Wilson. Yes, Wilson is visiting. Hello, Alex. And Christine says, bonjour, Alex. Ginny says, you guys should stream playing Valhalla together. Just bought myself. I'm very excited. He is not really an on-camera kind of guy. He's also a little bit sweary, so could probably get demonetized if we were going to play that together. I'm actually planning on getting myself a PlayStation 5 when I can, because we'd get to spend a lot more time together in the evenings. He plays a lot of video games with his friends, and you know, I would sort of try and join in and see how that goes. We played Among Us last night, which was fun. So yeah, but it is very nice that he's here. Hey, so I want to get this bodice all put together before I finish today. I've got 25 minutes to do it in. Do you reckon I can? Okay. Let's see let's see how we go. So wrong sides together. So it's this side. Alex says, Christine, bonjour, ma belle. Caroline says, no, mad, I have the same issues. Charlie says, I totally understand you crying at the dentist because I've done that too. Lottie says, for me, it's the claustrophobia and too many sensory inputs that was a problem at the dentist. Yeah. Christine says, I cry at the dentist, normally start in the waiting room. Yeah, usually I'm just sitting there sweating and doing this, but at the time they were making us wait outside, and that was actually a lot nicer. Being out in the fresh air, in the sun, thank God. If it had been raining, it would be a very different story. But they're actually making us wait outside and there's no waiting room. So that for me actually worked much better. Claudia says, I root canal a few years ago, first cavity in my life. I was terrified. Dentist don't even have a laughing gas anymore. Oh gosh. Sal says, I have also cried having antiseptics on an open wound for my toe. Oh, ouch, yes. Alison says, hello to Alex. Sal says good day to Alex and Alison. Noelia says hi to Alex. Nimue says, I need to finalize my swap choices and order them. I might also have to translate the instructions, the joys of gifting German designers. Jennifer says, Among Us, I think that's what my daughter plays. Lots of shouting in that one. Yeah, so Among Us is very much like Werewolf, which is a game I play with the peeps that come to the retreats. So it's kind of like the online version of Werewolf. So there's an imposter or two, and you're on a spaceship, and you have to do all these tasks to make sure that the spaceship doesn't crash. But the imposter is trying to sabotage the spaceship and then murder the crew. And then they're trying to make out that it wasn't them, because you have group meetings afterwards. So you can, if you're playing with randoms, it tends to be just like online chat, like written chat, but when you're playing with friends, you tend to be doing a video call at the same time. And yeah, it's quite interesting seeing who were the good liars and who were not. But yeah, Among Us, it was if any of you guys have been to the retreats and played Werewolf, it's kind of like a sort of an online version of that. I very much enjoy Werewolf, as you guys who have been to the retreats know. Let's see, where did I get to with the chat? Rachel then says, what are you making today? So I finished the activity quilt top, sort of, and I'm just kind of making the bodice for the Vogue 8577 with the Jungle Tropics fabric. I've had that cut out for ages. It was part of the giant cutting out session I did with you guys, so it's been sitting there for a while, and kind of just a little bit working on it here and there. So thought I would do that today. Like I say, I would like to get the 2 bodices sewn. I can't do any more than that because I need I'm going to get to the point where I've got the lining sewn and the outer sewn, but the side seams won't be sewn up because I need the dress facing, and I haven't cut out the interfacing for that. So that's going to be something that I'm going to do this week, is get the interfacing and lining pieces for this cut out so that I can actually just get this dress finished. Because I think I said this at the earlier stream, but for the new people who only just arrived, I've been wearing my 8577 quilt cotton lawn ones a lot in this weather, and just adding jumpers underneath them and lots of layers. And I've been really enjoying wearing them because there's a lot of fabric in them, so they're quite warm from that standpoint. The giant pockets, and they're just fun dresses to wear. So yes, I've got, hang on, how many have I got? I've got 5 of them now. This will be number 6. I probably will have more because I love this one. So yes, where did I get to with the chat? Where did I get to? Charlie says, did anyone have any Oculus Quest 1 or 2? I'm considering buying virtual reality headsets. Ooh, yeah. Alison says, I cry at the dentist while I'm at the reception and then they present me with the bill. Yeah. Duvalier says, Peeps, there's only 5 likes on the Hangout. We can do better. Oh, Thank you, Jubilee. I hadn't noticed that. We're up to 39 now. There's 129 of us. Alex says to Alison, hi, just trying to catch up with the comments and yours made me giggle. Cats to yourself. Alex says to Noelia, hi, how are you? Cassie says, I cry at any service and feeling. I've just come up with a speech to tell them first. Alex says to Sal, hi Sal, I liked your story, the one on YouTube. Oh, I haven't watched that yet. Thank you for putting it in the Peeps group though. I will watch it. Anna says, I recently had to have a small procedure done in hospital and I cried. Just the overwhelming everything about it. We're all just human with feelings and emotions. It's okay to not be okay. Indeed, Anna, that is very true. I hope you're recovering well. Noelia says to Jennifer, my daughter plays Among Us and Fibbage too, which is hilarious. I haven't heard of Fibbage. I'll have to have a look at that one. Nimue says, and I need to sit at my mum down and pick fabric for the robe I'll make for her for Christmas. I'm thinking some pretty Lady McElroy fabric from Sherwood's. Good excuse to order my dream fabric, right? Totally. Totally. They're doing Black Friday sales at the moment. I think it's only on specific fabrics though, but if it's one of those, then you can get a bargain. I'm being good, not buying fabric till the new year. I am totally going to ask for fabric for Christmas though. Fabric or Sherwood's gift vouchers, and then just wait for the next amazing Christmas, because like last year they did a 30% off January sale kind of thing, which was brilliant, and what I used my gift vouchers for. So I think it's a perfectly reasonable excuse in a way. Sal says to Alex, thanks, that's 1 out of 30 I have completed. They are my children apart from my real kids. Okay, so those two are in. Let's do the outer. And I'll need to go press everything, as I mentioned. Much easier with the outer fabric to tell which is the right and which is the wrong side, not with the lining so much, although I have drawn on one side, so you know that helps. Have I got that the right way around? Yes, I have. Where's my notch? Did I not mark I didn't mark my notch in. Well, that was naughty. It's all right, I can match up with the gathering points, it's fine. It'll be fine. Duvile says, you're naughty, Nimue. Christine says, got to go now. Enjoy the rest of the day, everyone. Thank you for hanging out with us, Christine. Charlie says, any excuse to buy Lady M fabrics? Totally. Totally. I mean, they keep bringing out new prints that I'm just like, okay, yeah, I need that. No. Caroline Gillingham has just made a beautiful anaconda antithesis dress. I don't think she's very happy with the kind of skirt on it, but the fabric itself looks beautiful. The top of the bodice of the dress is lovely. I have some of the anaconda antithesis, so I think I'll be planning a capsule collection around that in the spring and new year, because I have it on the cotton twill and the cotton lawn. I only have the kind of dawn colorway, so it's the creamy background and then the bluey background. I think they also do it on a viscose, and if they do, I'm totally getting some of that as well, because I love that print. I like snakes and bugs. Clearly, snakes and bugs are my jam. So you can tell I've been watching Bernadette Banner. Here we go, just perfecting the gathers at the shoulder seams. Haven't decided what color I'm going to do the buttonholes. I'm sewing this dress. It's the Tropical is it Tropical Madness? It's this print. I'm sewing it with white thread because the lining's white, but I don't know what color I want to do the buttonholes. I'm not sure if white's going to be too in your face. I might do black, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll see. We will see. So just pinning on shoulder seams. Nimue says, Sean, if you want another game to play at the retreats, have a look at Code Names. It's great for larger groups. Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna have a games night on the Saturday night, and we're gonna have the pizza and pajama party on the Sunday because I've made the retreats a day longer, so there's more sewing time for everyone, which was requested, and I think it's a very good idea. So yeah, Saturday night's going to be a game night. So Dad's doing a pop quiz, or like a pub quiz kind of thing. And then I was thinking I'd bring some board games and we could perhaps get into teams because I love the, like, Articulate and Cranium and things like that. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. But the gala dinner tends to be we have dinner and then I try and murder everyone in the game of Werewolf. So I shall have a look, Nimue. Thank you. You might need to email me or message me on Insta. Not Insta, on Facebook, just to remind me of the name of it, because you know I have a memory like a sieve and I will forget. But yes, if any of you guys coming to the retreats have any games that you would like to play, let me know. Can certainly have a look at including them for the evening's entertainment on the games night. Dad really enjoyed the Detective Society. I've ordered the next 2 episodes of it. We're hoping one's going to arrive this week so we can play it with Wilson and see if he enjoys it. But there's definitely going to be one for Dad for birthday and Christmas, which is good. And I have signed up for season 2 on their Kickstarter, which I think is still going if you're interested. It was very good, very well done, and we were impressed. Where did I get to? Noelia says, very crafty Nimue. Judith says, I play board games like Carcassonne on Steam with my daughters, as one is in London and the other is now quarantining in Amsterdam. Ah, cool. Yeah, that's another reason that I like online gaming. Is I used to play a lot of WoW because that would let me hang out with my family online, and whilst we were doing something, because it's very difficult to just try and hold a conversation and do nothing online. Noelia says, I'm okay, Alex. Thanks for asking. Hope you're okay too. Elaine says, I have the quest. Good place to start, but you'll be forced to link it to your Facebook profile. Okay. Jennifer says, it's hard when there is a daily reminder from Sherwood's on Instagram. Yeah. Ginny says, second time quarantine here in Greece, so I spoiled myself with 3 meters of Liberty Lawn. Ooh, very nice. Carolyn says, have a wonderful day all. Bye-bye. Bye, Carolyn. Thank you for joining us. Rachel says, did you see the wallpaper from the Sorry Girls? I swear it was just like one of your dresses. Yes. So pretty. Duvalier says, we are finishing gifts to mum and grandparents with my sister, so it's a lot of online browsing at the moment. Nimue says, I think I'm very reasonable. I might be hit with customs fees come January after all the politicians don't get their crap together. Yes. Paula says, question guys, I'm currently sewing a sweatshirt dress with bust darts, which I always need to lower. Well, it seems that this time I shouldn't. Do you think people will notice they are too low? Is it a pattern sweatshirt or plain sweatshirting? Plain, it will probably be a little bit more obvious, but patterned, it shouldn't be too obvious. Oh, do that every time. Not reduced my stitch length. There we go. At least I didn't sew all of the seams with giant stitch lengths, because that would have been bad. The entire dress would just fall apart. Sal says, my noise I do when I'm thinking is the noise that bugs do from the movie Mimic. If you've not seen it, I highly recommend. Nimue says, will do. I'd bring my own game, but I doubt we do well with German words. No, it could be an interesting and very biased evening that way in a way. If it was, yeah. Yeah, the pub quiz should be good. And we're having lasagna and salad. It's going to be a really relaxed evening, which will be nice. And then even more relaxed the next day because pajama and pizza party. So, yes. Laurel says, my task today is redoing some bust darts. I did a full bust adjustment but forgot to back off from the bust apex in the drafting phase and now have very rigid, unfortunately placed dart points. Ah, yes. Nimue says, love game nights and miss our regular ones. Yeah. Cassie says, I wish I could go pub trivia and sewing. It's my world. If you had a social dance night, rock and roll swing, I'll take out a second mortgage on the house I don't have. We don't have dancing and music, unfortunately, but we do have very, very cool gala dinners where you get to dress up. It's basically any excuse for me to dress up. So HelloFresh let me down for the first time this week, and they've not sent my box, which is really sad because they partnered with Carluccio's, so it was all really yummy pasta dishes, although the calorie content in all of them was like massive, so it's probably good for my waistline. But they refunded me the money. Then they gave me a £10 credit to say sorry, and I complained again, and they gave me 50% off my next box. So they are forgiven, but I'm going to have to be more creative this week with cooking. But I've bought enough stuff to make a giant vat of bolognese sauce. So I thought I would do cottage pie, lasagna, and then spaghetti bolognese. And variations on a theme. Thankfully, Wilson enjoys that dish that I make. So, he's not going to complain. But yeah, I was a little bit annoyed with HelloFresh, although I have got another box coming on Thursday with some of his favorite dishes in it. So, that's good. That is good. Where did I get to? Nim, I've read that one. Rachel's here. Hi, Rachel. How are you, my lovely? Judith says, yay, just finished the teal Ponte Paulina Alice dress I'm making for my sister. Very nice. I need to get myself some more teal Ponte because I want to make some more of those trousers that I've got, because mine have got really wobbly because I wear them so often. And yeah, I love that colour, but very pretty. Very nice of you to make that for your sister. Alex says hi to Rachel. Carmen says, I wish I could online shop for fabric, but I'm stuck with Walmart fabric. Hubs holds the purse strings, so I'm grateful when I can acquire. I didn't know what Walmart did fabric. Is it like our Lidl fabric? Okay. Just got all the gathering threads everywhere, just trying to make sure I don't sew over them too much. Rachel says hi to Alex. Paula says plain red. Do need to do them again, but oh no, but I'm still friends with my seam ripper. Oh, I'm sorry. Alison says hi to Rachel. Rachel says hi to Alison. Charlie says, sad that HelloFresh failed. How disappointing. Yeah, I have to say, they've messed up a few times. They're not perfect. I mean, no company is. They've messed up a few times, but their customer service is amazing. Their customer service is really, really good. I have actually booked and paid for Christmas dinner with them, and I'm going to email them and just say, look, you know, you've messed up on a couple of boxes. I'm a little bit worried about my Christmas dinner because it's arriving on the 22nd of December. So if anything messes up, there's no time to rectify it. Can you give me any kind of guarantee that it's gonna? I mean, like, I think I've had something like 25 boxes, and I've had problems with 5 of them. And as I say, they've been really, really good with customer service. And this is the biggest mess up that they've done, that the box just didn't turn up. And they, you know, I wasn't pleased, but they've handled the you know, they've rectified the situation as well as they can. So yeah. Actually, I'm not gonna do any more on these today because the ironing board is in a different place, so that Mum can have the back of her quilting table up so that it can be easier for her to quilt. And my tummy is rumbling. We've been nearly at it for 2 hours. So I've got my lining and my outer done. It's going to be a really pretty dress. So I still have the midriff panels to sew on. They're here, but I'm not going to do those today. I'm going to sit and chat to you guys for a little bit more, catch up with the chat. Where did I get to? Johnny says, whoop whoop, Johnny in the house. You okay? Hi Johnny, how are you? Jenny says hello from Australia. Sarah says, what is your HelloFresh code? It is in the description box of every video, Sarah. If you use my code, you get £20 off your first box. There are other offers available that are slightly better. Sometimes they do 50% off your first box and then 35% off the next 3 boxes, but you have to guarantee to sign up for those 4 boxes. So if you only want to try one, the £20 off code is a good idea. So yeah, but the HelloFresh code is always in the description of all my videos, because I pretty much I use it every week, except for this week because they haven't sent me any food, but I use it every week. So I love it, highly love it, highly recommend. It's not sponsored at all. I wish it was. Cassie says, lol, it's like Phoebe on Friends with the extra money in her account. Keep complaining and you get a lifetime service. Yeah. Rachel says, I'm good, thank you. I've made my fumateur skirt this weekend. It's total swishy goodness. Oh, is it in that silk fabric? Oh, I want to see. Noelia says, hi, Rachel. I really love all of your recent makes. You're looking gorgeous. And Rachel says, oh, thank you, Noelia. I hope you're well. Sal says good day to Rachel. Rachel says hi to Sal. Jojo's here. Afternoon all. Hope you're all well. Hi Jojo, how are you? Rachel says, hey Jo, glad you made it. Noelia says, I'm okay, thanks. How are you? Hope you're okay too. Alison says to Jojo, hello Jojo, hope you're well. Charlie says, I started looking around for Christmas crown of turkey and they've sold out of frozen everywhere. I looked for a goose, but it was £85 and also sold out. Oh wow. Well, Charlie, you can get a turkey crown and all the trimmings from HelloFresh. Again, this is not sponsored. This is what I'm doing for Christmas. I've bought Christmas dinner for Mum and Dad. I've gone for the cheese plate and the dessert option, and it was £27 per person. And that's with a full turkey crown, Brussels sprouts, roast vegetables, roast potatoes, gravy, cheese plate, the dessert, and there was another broccoli as well. So it's not cheap, but yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. They've got a Brussels sprouts recipe in there that I'm actually going to eat. It's basically Brussels sprouts covered in cheese and bacon. So yeah. Carmen says Walmart has mostly crafty cottons, some home deck and upholstery options, and pre-cut things with unknown content. Sounds very much kind of like the Lidl fabric we have as well, Carmen. Adele says, just finished doing everyone's dinner and now I get to watch live for a while. Happy Sunday. Oh, thank you for joining us, Adele. Anna says to Rachel, hiya, really liked your makes and your home looks wonderful after all the work. Oh, come on, my email's being silly. After all the work, I'm sure you're happy with it. Happy it's all finished. Yes, I'm really loving how you've redecorated your house, Rachel. It's gorgeous. Alex says hi to Jojo. Cassie says, I've got maybe a quarter of my outfit put together. It's the Closet Core swimsuit I'm making for Christmas Day, inflatable pool and cocktails. I have 3 fabric options. Ah, cool. Duvalet says, what is a turkey crown? Heard this term for the first time. So rather than, because there's only going to be 4 of us for dinner on Christmas Day, so rather than an entire turkey, you just get the sort of like the breasts of the turkey, the crown, as it were, so you don't get the legs or the thighs. They don't go to waste, other people get them, but yeah, it's just a way of having turkey without having too much of it. Cecilia says, I've never heard of a turkey crown. What is it? Susan says, good night all. Good night, lovely. Anna says, chicken and mushroom soup for lunch. Yum. Sandy says, hello, everyone. Hi, Sandy. Rachel says, hi, Anna. Thank you. I don't think the home is ever finished. Still bathroom to do and outside patio. Hopefully next year if I can ever save instead of buying fabric. Sal says, funny thing about name Rachel is my ex-wife is named Rachel. At the time of the divorce in 2011, there was a Rachel in every TV show and movie, so couldn't escape. Lol. Alex says, I'm probably going to... Yeah, I don't have that problem with my ex. I've never met anyone with the same name as my ex-husband. Alex says, I'm probably only going to have 4 people for Christmas, and I'm still planning to make 12 dishes. That's fine, Alex. Totally fine. Jojo says, I looked into Fumaterska this weekend. I really think I need it. Haha. Thanks all. I'm good. Cassie says, sorry, PDF silly autocorrect. Ah, PDF. Cool. Rachel says, you do need it, Joe, but it's very long. It's down to the floor and me without any adjustments. Ooh, wow. And Alison says, stitched up. I'm looking forward to your Vlogmas this year. Nice. Charlie says, fabric, patio, fabric. I know what I want, Rachel. Alex says, there's a high possibility that I'll be by myself this Christmas. I'm still thinking of 12 dishes also. It's totally fine. You're allowed Christmas. Overcook. Make all the things you love and then have leftovers forever. It's fine. It's totally fine. Anyway, peeps, my tummy is rumbling. We've been going for 2 hours today. I hope you've enjoyed the little bit that I did film. Do you want to have a look at the quilt top again before I go? Because I know some of you haven't seen it. I'll show you the quilt top. It's not quite finished yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I mean, the only thing I had to do on it today was sew on the yellow pentagram. Yeah, the yellow shape. Oh, yeah, I'm pleased with this. I am pleased. I think it's going to be a fun little playmat for them, and it's small enough that they can roll it up and never show it if they don't like it. But yeah, it's been very fun hanging out with you guys. Wilson and I are going to go and do some food shopping so that we don't starve. And my tummy is rumbling, so I need some lunch. So yeah, yes. Alison says to Rachel, I'm looking forward to your vlog. I've read that one, sorry. Alex says to Duvalet, I'm so glad you're here. Anna says to Rachel, yep, I know all too well about ongoing home projects being a continuum. Fabric purchases are a happy medium. We all need to keep us going. Noelia says, bye, Shine and Peeps. Charlie says, say hello to Wilson from all of us. Jojo says, blimey, I'd need to take loads off in that case with my little hobbity legs. Lottie says, bye, Shine. Hope you have a less stressful week ahead. Rachel says, bye. Cecilia says, lovely. Noelia says, yellow pentagon. Pentagon, thank you, not pentagram. I knew pentagram was wrong. Pentagon, thank you. Sal says, good night, Sean and Peeps from down under. Enjoy the Wilson time. Caroline says, no idea whether we can be with our son and daughter-in-law this Christmas. If not, we'll just be the 2 of us. Love leftovers. And have a great week with your boo. I will. Alex says, very pretty. Nancy says, bye. Nimue says, cute. Jane says, bye. Rachel says, bye-bye, lovely. Speak soon. Yes. Alex says, have a good afternoon, evening, morning, everyone. Sandy said goodbye. Jennifer says, I've enjoyed my first proper hangout. See you again. See you next week. Just don't forget, next week it'll be starting at 4 o'clock, later than usual. Paula says that's going to be great. Cecilia says have a nice time with Wilson. I will. Alison says bye bye everyone. Stay safe and we'll catch up again really soon. Have a great time with Wilson, Sean. Love to Chiana and Susie. Duvalier says enjoy the rest of the day, peeps. Nimue says enjoy the rest of your day. Cassie says boyfriend and food, you're excused. Thank you. Jojo says lovely quilt, but do I need to change my deodorant? Probably. Paula says thank you for keeping me company. Ginny says have a great time. Anna says thank you, Sean, enjoy your time with Wilson. And Jojo says glad I caught the bit of the live though. Nice to see you all. Thank you for hanging out with me. As I say, next week it will be a hangout on Sunday, but it will be starting at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so a bit later, but I will be scheduling it, so like I usually do. So I'm going to try and end the stream gracefully. Thank you very much for hanging out with me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.